Join our heroes in adventure, mystery, and treasure. This is the Tales of Mercia, the Fallen Kingdom.
This time he'll stay down.
We're back. Sap!
Hi.
I didn't give them a warning this time. I thought that might do better to stop the
Cocks.
the tits and cocks and things that they start normally yelling. How's everyone? What have you guys been up to?
I've got a bulbous growth on my end of my penis.
Well, everyone's moved since I set up the faces, which is hilarious.
What? I don't move. I never move.
Well, maybe you don't like zoom so far into us.
It's not me, it's your cameras. I can't control that. There's very little I can do.
Let me fix it.
Oh, there we go. That's definitely fixed it. Hey, Buzz. Welcome in. Okie dokie. So, this is going to be a bit of a messy one, just a heads up. Because I have done planning, but I've been incredibly busy over the last couple of months, and it's just going to get busier into the summer. So I've kind of done a little bit of a cheaped out version. I haven't kept all my regular notes, which I just opened up my notebook, and that's what I've got for this session available. So I've got a title, and that's it.
Woo!
So a lot of it is coming from my brain, which is not a reliable source of information. So we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see how it goes. We'll see. Should we do a quick recap? Because this is an interesting bit, because I'm not even sure if I can remember what happened. So in the last session, the party found themselves in the aftermath of their own attack on an orc piked camp. They wiped out pretty much the rest of the orcs that were around, and there was one straggler. Cliff had vanished after going down from a stray firebolt sent by the way of Drake around a corner, and he went down, and from the opinion of the party, he died. The rest of the party kind of found one orc, sole remainder, who gave them a little bit more information about potentially there was some orcs around Swallow's Hole and they were doing something, and actually it was part of a bigger party, but the party kind of realized that that orc was potentially misleading them. There was some truth to what he was saying, but he wasn't giving them the whole truth. He wasn't giving them everything they wanted to know. Meanwhile, we find Cliff in a mystic realm. He's on his own, surrounded by nothing but white, and his mother appears. She says that in order to stop him from perishing and leaving the mortal plane forever, she had to make a sacrifice, and that was the sacrifice that was given to her by Zanmir when she was brought back. Cliff also got a bunch of story from Bella, which I don't want to spoil for the rest of the players. Then the party kind of headed back towards Shabby, and found the same purple fire, the same purple smoke, engulfing Shabby. They tried to leap to the rescue of the village to find the spinner center, and nearly engulfed in flames. It was about to start getting engulfed in flames, with a lot of the villagers kind of all around everywhere putting up some fights with a bunch of orcs that had moved in. The party was able to, with the help of the sheriff of Shabby, take down the threat, and Cliff bounded out babbling nonsense. And that's kind of where we're going to pick up.
Okay.
So we are back in Shabby here. So the first thing that's going to happen is the deputy, the sheriff is kind of going to look around and he's going to say, you need to help me put out these flames. And he's going to like run off into the distance towards the docks over here, and he's going to start getting buckets of water and start throwing them on the buildings that are starting to engulf.
You want these fuckers dealing with flames? They're not very good at it.
Fenra's gonna run up to the barkeep because I believe the barkeep went down, and she is going to spare the dying if she can.
Yeah, okay. So, what's this? You touch a living creature that has 0 points. The creature becomes stable. This has an effect. Which one was the barkeep? Can't remember which of these characters was the barkeep.
He's like somewhere near us, like by me.
Yeah, no, this one. It was this one here. This, because she joined the fight. So yeah, she comes back round.
Yay!
Oh, thank you. What is happening?
Are you all right, my dear?
I don't feel.
You went down.
Good. She kind of like gets up to her feet and looks around and doesn't look good, but is now stable.
You have healing potions on you, darling. Do you need? I don't have any
healing potions. The apothecary, and she kind of like turns around and looks towards where Flint is over here, which is a building that is also in flames. Is that for yourself?
That is seeing if I can try to get this one.
Oh, okay. So this building is starting to be engulfed in flames. So you like.
Okay,
probably.
So I grab her and I pull her out while I'm trying to cast.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So you pull her out, trying to cast. Unfortunately, the cure wounds isn't working.
Do you need me?
I think this one's gone.
There are healing. There are stronger potions in the building. We need to stop the fire. And.
Do you know how, darling? I don't know what these purple flames are.
The sheriff is coming back with like buckets of water and trying to throw it on the flames, and it doesn't seem to be doing too much. Hey, there's some sort of magic.
I'll see if I can use my control flames ability to manage them.
Sure.
Does anybody control water? We're standing right by a stream.
You can control water.
The control flames doesn't work, by the way, discount. But the buckets of water he's throwing on is turning the flames into purple smoke, and the flames do seem to be dousing.
Okay.
Hey, help me with some of these buckets, and he like throws some down on the ground, and then he kind of goes back to the stream.
I get my mage hand to start moving buckets of water and pouring them over the fire.
Sure. Yeah, eventually you're able to like contain the fire on this one building here. It probably takes a few minutes. It's extinguished, but there's like this purple haze and smoke that's coming from it. There is the weaponsmith building in the background as well that is also on fire, and that the flames on that is picking up. Out in the distance, some villagers start running out of the buildings, and they start helping you as well, and kind of together you get a lot of the flames in control, and you stop the spread onto other buildings. But this building here, this burns to the ground, and so does the tavern.
Oh. Tavern.
But the apothecary you managed to save, including everything that's on the inside. There's maybe some like smashed bottles and stuff. So this takes a good couple of hours, and by the time you've finished, it's actually quite dark out now. Because I think it was about midday when you rocked up to Shabby, somewhere around there. So it's taken a good part of the afternoon to control the flames and get that underway. Someone's pulled all the corpses of the orcs and over to one side into like a huge stink pile by the river, by the lake, sorry. And then there's also a pile of the dead from the village outside of the church here. There are a few people that have remained. I'm not sure what that character token was for. Yeah, so I think this was like a generic villager. I can't remember. So yeah, eventually everything kind of comes down to a settle, and some of the other villagers are bringing out like food and drinks and stuff, and you're starting to settle down. The chief is he's exhausted, and he kind of just collapses into a heap and falls to sleep. He doesn't look very healthy, but he's stable. And the barkeep is kind of trying to get rags and stuff for some of the homeless.
I go up and I cast Cure Wounds on the chief.
Yeah, so his wounds heal up. Some of them were actually not visible. When you feel that sense, you actually felt like there was probably some form of internal bleeding that is being healed that you wouldn't have been able to see. And yeah, he's probably got scarring now, maybe in his lungs or something like that you can't heal, and that you can't cure. It is a permanent magical scarring, probably from inhalation of the smoke or something like that. And actually there is a few things across the whole village with the villagers. There's similar ailments that like you're trying your best to try to go around and heal as many people and help tend to as many people as possible. And there is a lot of magical ailments that are starting to crop up that actually you can't seem to do much about, but you're trying your best. And by the evening, you are all very exhausted.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, I've grabbed my hammer, by the way, because it's on the ground right there.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that way earlier, but...
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. You picked that up at the beginning. That's okay.
Yeah.
Cliff got his bracelet on.
Just in case. I don't want to have like a dagger kind of problem with my hammer. That is.
Who does that? Like, who leaves daggers behind? Nonsense.
I mean, for me, it would be even more problematic because I literally have a bond with my hammer. So if I lose my hammer, it's going to be bad stuff, my dwarf.
Mm-hmm. So yes, he does have his bracelet on, Kath. To answer your question,
yeah,
it is the same.
I'm going to go set up shop in the apothecary here and go to bed.
Sure.
I'm just gonna follow Flynn and take a long rest as well. Not like next to him, but you know.
Flint kind of side eyes her as she walks by.
Don't worry, darling. I'll just keep to myself. I don't want to be alone.
Cliff also walks in and just says, "Cliff, arms open," and walks in.
Door's closed.
Yeah. It's not for one stream. This lingers.
Flint starts hugging his quarterstaff and gripping it a little harder, while looking at Cliff.
Drake, are you with us?
I point at Flint.
I'll wander in and like find a little cozy corner somewhere to like have a bit of a rest in.
I just like speak to the side to Drake. Is he always like this? I feel like he's even more special now.
No, he's always like this.
Oh, okay. As long as everything's tip top. I'm gonna get some rest now.
With Flint looking at me, funny, I point at him and I say, Flint, his brain split. And I wave at him. And
Flint just looks at him and goes like this.
Cliff, arms closed. And he walks off and he goes to find a place to rest.
Is that a sign of endearment in where you're from? Is where he's from? Is that
Oi.
what that is?
It's like saying hello and good day to him.
Do you know what? The other day, complete change of sorry,
Wonderful night, everyone.
complete change of topic. You just reminded me. I was walking home the other day, and someone quite literally just flipped me the bird from the car. I had no idea who they were. They just like looked me dead in the eye. They drove past, flipped me with the bird. No idea. Sorry, just reminded me. Term of endearment, obviously.
Obviously.
Just like in Mr. Bean, Hollywood movie.
I love that.
You're number
movie.
one. Look,
It's-
one. Number one.
This is how you wave on the highway.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
All right. I'm going to fall asleep.
Yes, yes. Let's all hit those long rest buttons, please.
Well, we got to wait. Make sure that we don't
I
get attacked.
Okay.
in our sleep.
Yeah. So I presume you're all sleeping through the night. Then everyone's.
Yep.
Yeah. We're in town.
Yeah. Yep, you're in town. There's a lot of activity going on, and the guards have kind of become very aware that the whole village has been under attack and could become under attack for a long period. You hear a lot of rustling throughout the night, but you're all able to make a long rest, so please hit the long rest button.
Kaye, motherfuckers.
You are all awoken by a knock on the door in the morning.
Hello?
It's just it's
Wait. No, nothing. Cliff cannot say that.
Huh? What do you want?
hello. Is Cliff in?
Who is
Yeah,
it?
fucktards over in the back.
My name is I've forgotten what the fucking name was now. God damn it!
That's a
quite
weird
long
name. I forgot what the fucking name was.
I forgot what my fucking name is. What the fuck is it? Not Nargoyles. Jesus Christ! I had this open like 2 seconds
Holy
ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, you showed us.
Yeah.
That's not an old character.
No,
is it?
this is an old character that you didn't bump into ages ago. Okay. My name is Thrain.
Oh, good morning, Frayne. I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning. Is Cliff in?
I think he's over there.
Cliff, arms open.
Arms wide
What?
open.
Cliff, arms open.
Cliff, I have a message from your mother.
My mother at Hogs Hills.
What? What's wrong with him?
Oh, you do not know him. He's just special.
Well, yes, I know he's special, but he's not that special.
He's pretty fucking special.
He's not too bright.
Drake, I thought you said it was normal. So what's this message?
Well, she wanted me to pass on that she's going to... I don't quite understand the whole thing, but Kaora, the gate to Kaora, it's at Swallow's Hole. That's what she wanted to pass on. I don't quite understand it. I'm not going to lie. You wouldn't
So
happen
this-
to know yourselves, would you?
So this Kiora swallows, is what you're saying.
Kaora.
Kiora, I don't know who that is. Do I?
It's a place.
I know that place.
Do you know that place? I can't
I
see
don't
why
know.
not. I think most people would have heard of the elven city of Kaora.
Oh, you mean that elven place? I've heard of it. I think people at the church would often spoke of it. I've never been there. I don't think we can go there, can we? Oh, it's rather confusing.
Well, that's what she said. Swallow's Hole.
Have you always been at the church, Venra?
Yes, in the main city, the capital. That's where I grew up and where I was studying. And unfortunately, darling, the town, the city is all gone. And I was sent out into the world to spread my lady's word and to help where I can. And that's when I came upon you, lovely
I've been
folk.
sent around the country too to spread my seed.
If it's all gone, who sent you?
What? I'm sorry about that. What was that, dear?
If it's all gone, who sent you?
Well, no, it all crumbled to the ground. And, I tried to escape with all of the other people. And we just, we try to help where we can. And my mother, what are those head nun ladies called? I
Sister?
don't do it.
Matron?
Sister?
Sister?
Matron.
Yeah.
Matron, that's it.
Matron of the church. She just sent me out into the real world and told me I need to help. And I came across this camp that needed immense help, and then there was a door, and here we are.
Yay!
I can certainly see why she sent you out. Yes, okay, that makes sense.
So, Cliff, darling, do you understand what your mother has said to us? What is that message, dearest?
My mother at Hog's Hill!
Yes, you said that. Good job. Is that what she is?
Mercia, do dragons linger?
Do you guys know what they're talking about? He's not making sense to me. You know him better.
He is definitely not making any sense. How long has he been saying things like this?
Well, you see, there was an accident where our companion who just went out for a walk, probably because he's quite embarrassed, but you see, he was trying to help us, but accidentally, casted a fireball at the poor fellow, and he might have died, but he's not. He's not dead, as you can see. He's quite fine, it seems, and everybody says he's normal. I'm
really quickly
rather
go to the
new.
toilet. By the way.
And he's going to relieve himself now, so.
He spoke that very clearly too. Maybe he's getting better.
Cliff walks into the corner and just pulls down his trousers.
From what I am told, this is quite normal behavior for him, but like I said, I don't really know him that well.
Right. Okay. Well, listen. And he turns to you, Venra, because you seem to be the one that's interacting with him a little bit more. Well, if you're going to Swallow's Hole, you need to be aware. There's always been some weird activity going on around that place. There has been reports of ghouls and ghosts and all sorts of nonsense. But I do suspect there's some form of magic there. I know a little bit about magic myself.
Would you like to come with us?
No.
The more the merrier.
No, I really don't want to come with you, thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, is there anything else you can tell us about there besides all these little ghosties?
I mean, okay, so between you and me, I've known Bella very well. And when she died, because she did, and I think I know what you're saying about Cliff dying and came back to life. I was there when Bella, it's going to sound ridiculous, but rose from beyond the grave. Quite literally.
She just like popped up like a daisy.
Yes. You could say that.
Lovely. That would have been quite the scene. So when she came back, you're saying she was like her son. It doesn't run in the family.
Well,
the specialness. I've never
something
met
that
her.
Cliff over there, he was saying Bella at Hawks Hill, that's where she went. She went to Hawks Hill to go and hide out and do things for people I've never met. I don't know. I don't know what she was doing, but every so often she would pass messages through me and through Nargoyles.
Well, I hear, from all the men in this town that she's a very nice lady.
Oh yes,
They
she's
seem to...
she's a very nice lady.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love nice people. So you're saying we should go to this Hawks Hill to find her? Or should we investigate this gate at the Swallow's Hole?
Well, here's the thing. She hasn't contacted me for a good couple of days. That's not like her. Usually you get a message or something. Or she's asking for information. Nothing. For the last 3 to 4 days, I think. I'm not sure.
So
She
you're
seems to
worried
have
about
disappeared.
Liffy, darling, do you know where your mother could have gone and why she's not speaking to this lovely man?
My mother at Hog's Hill. Plum
Yes.
when Yeti striked.
Plum, your old
What?
friend that passed away.
My mother at Hog's Hill. Plum when Yeti striked.
And Yeti's stroke. I
have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know how fucking Plum died.
don't know.
It was definitely a Yeti. I
He
don't understand what's
said-
going on. Oh,
That didn't sound suspicious at all.
Wow.
What's the insight for? Okay.
I'm looking at Drake to see if there's any kind of guilt or
There's probably, I mean, you know what? I'm going to let Discount answer this.
yeah. As he
Drake.
says those words.
Drake is sad at the loss of Plum. However, probably from a more personal motivated, he's a little bit. He prefers. I think he preferred Plum to Venra. He's a bit questionable about the latest party member. You think things are going south very quickly, but I mean, he's not losing sleep over it, right? He's not, There's a little tinge of guilt there because, he was in the opportunity to. He did what he thought was the right thing at the time, but maybe it wasn't the best thing for the party. So there's a little bit of guilt there, yeah, for sure, but not enough to lose sleep over. But he is hiding the fact that he did profit from Plum's death, and that's not being shared, for sure.
So I'm still a little suspicious of what's going on. Flint's a little suspicious still of what happened because obviously he wasn't.
Flint doesn't know
There.
anything. Like it's been blocked from his memory.
Yeah.
Drake is kind of permanently suspicious of Flint, but equally, Drake is suspicious of like the whole situation. Drake is not 100% sure he's on the right side. Drake's not 100% sure.
There is a side.
Like which side is doing what, and like is there? Yeah, it's world politics, right? It's like, are we on the right side? But I'm not sure about dragons. Dragons definitely seem.
Dragons are sketchy. I 100% agree.
I've never met a dragon. So, are we going to go investigate? Is that what you want us to do, sir? Is investigate what happened to Cliff's mummy?
No, I'm just here to pass on the message that she said to get to Kaora, you have to go to Swallow's Hole. I don't know anymore, okay?
All right. Let's head to Swallow's Hole then.
Yep.
Sounds like a lovely place.
So some old bloke with a beard comes along and he makes a suggestion and we're all going that way.
That's what we do.
Well, I know it is what we do, but I'm questioning if what we do is the right thing.
I don't know.
I will just
what
follow
would you
you
suggest
guys.
then, Blake?
The Black
Yeah.
Lamb in Marion.
Apparently, Whackjob's mother's the one that's supposed to get us to show us shit and help us.
The last time we did something. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Yeah, I'm on board.
Open the sails.
What happened last time? Is that when Plum died?
Well, you were there. Search that head of yours. I'm sure you can probably find a memory somewhere in there.
Fucking something right. Fucking wanker.
I will follow you wherever you guys go. If you guys, I was told that I need to help you and support you, so that's what I'm doing. Or at least trying to do.
We're heading to the big JJ over here.
Okay,
It's
so
Swallow
yeah,
Things
we
Hole.
are kind of in the process of leaving Shabby. You kind of like grab all of your things. You probably say farewell to the village folk of Shabby, the people that you've kind of understood to know, and most of them are just like, get the fuck out kind of thing. Some of them might be thankful that you kind of sprung to their defense. But most of them are just fed up with you now. They want you to go. So the trip towards Swallow Hole, you kind of know where it is. I think you were given a region map actually, so you have this map. You guys have seen this. I think you were given it to by someone who.
Can I say for a minute here, real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Were you thinking about this when you drew this?
Yes.
Were you? Okay. Okay.
I knew exactly what I was doing. Have you met me?
All right, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, Roman is not really the one for Freudian slips.
It's surrounded by bush. Like, how have you not spotted this?
And are those folds or water?
You'll find out in a sec.
Lovely.
We will dive right into it.
So as you get towards the forest mount, the terrain kind of starts to change, and you're actually entering a swampy area.
Nothing.
Yeah. You pick up a small path, and actually I want you all to roll me an investigation throw. Actually, a perception throw, sorry. a group one, so anyone can do it. Okay. Yeah, so you're mindlessly following this swamp. You've kind of noticed that a lot of the terrain is getting well trodden, and you pick up a wooden path, and in the distance, before you kind of realize kind of what you're walking into, you hear the sound of orcs again, and neither of you get kind of like a moment of surprise. The place where you kind of stop, you're walking across swampland, and connecting these little islands of grassy areas is wooden bridges that kind of go across on the slats. Which order would you be walking on? Because it's a one person wide on this bridge. So which order would you be kind of going?
I'm behind Flint.
I would be
So keep an eye on him.
behind Cliff.
Yeah, okay. And
I was
then
gonna say, I
Venra...
feel like Cliff would be leading. I'll take up the back.
Yeah, of course you will. Right, stop it. So, you find... you see a couple of meters ahead, so it's quite hazy the entire time. You haven't been able to see too far. But yeah, a couple of meters ahead, about 30 feet in front of you, is now a bunch of orcs. They all have been just kind of sitting down on this central island here, and they pretty much drop what they're doing and they stand. So I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Go for the token first, yeah.
The wavy lines, by the way, is swampland. That's what that was.
Sounds moist.
That's where all the stinks lives. Discount's just got the stoic look. He's just ignoring all of this.
I feel like that's typical.
Wait, did I...
I mean, there's a good chance he has little ears around, so he can't really...
I mean,
Yeah.
thing is as well.
Big ones as well.
Thing is as well that these jokes are kind of bush league. Not gonna lie. Yay.
Okie dokie. So this orc over here, he is the one that is the quickest off the mark. And he will pretty much move directly, like run straight across, go to you, Cliff, and will use his scimitar. When an enemy of the orc can see... The orc can see ends its turn within 5 feet of it. The orc can move up to half of its speed. This movement doesn't provide opportunity attacks. Okay. He's going to attack with his scimitar straight off the bat. Nice and simple. 20. That's a hit.
6 piercing. Okay.
Once per turn, the orc gains advantage on its attack roll and makes a weapon attack while occupying a space 15 feet away from where it started its turn.
Yes.
So he actually had advantage on that. But I'm not going to do it because I read that after the fact, after I'd already done it, so 6 damage.
Yep.
Flint, your turn.
I am going to stealthily cast Mage Hand. I'm going to get it to appear right here and it's going to smack this orc in the back of the head, trying to make it look like this guy just smacked him.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Yep. Sure. First off, roll me deception to see if you can.
Deception or sleight of hand? I guess that doesn't matter. That's up to you.
I would say sleight of hand for me is like if you're pickpocketing something, or if you're doing that, like if you're using your hands to gain possession of something. Deception is because you're trying to hide something that you're saying, or you're like trying to cast it in a way that.
I fail horribly.
Oh, wow.
Way.
Yeah. Okay. So it's very obvious that you've just cast a spell right there. And the mage hand appears. It slaps him. Slap. And all the other orcs just like look. There was an invisible hand there. And then they turn around and like look at you. So the deception didn't work, basically.
All right. I will move this way, though. Get out of the way for the rest of the party.
Sure. There's just enough space for you to be able to step off the bridge and onto the land. I guess you can also go in the swamp, but it's entirely up to you. You can't. It's black. It's oozy. It looks like you'd probably get. Yeah. It's a bog.
I used my good roll. My only good roll.
I know, apparently.
Just to see if Drake is sketchy or not.
So this orc here, he has a longbow. He pulls it out. And
put it back in your pants.
Fires it towards Flint. And it goes flying over his head, I would imagine, at 12.
None that goes over my head. I will.
No, it's Flint. So it was firing it towards Flint, the one that cast the mage hand.
Making a reference to a thing.
Oh, nothing goes. Oh, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. He then moves a little bit closer over, just gets a better line of sight on the rest of the party, and then that ends his turn. Cliff, it's your turn.
It stinks that I have something blocking me. Otherwise, I would just charge over across the bridge and do some stuff there. But instead, I will go in rage and immediately shout, taking the goblins in ransom mood, and start attacking this bloke in front of me with my two-handed warhammer.
Sure, roll damage, please.
Yep, which is this, and then also that means I get additional damage, which was for the rage. I believe it was like +1 or whatever.
I can't remember what it is for rage for barbarian.
I should make a note for that.
It'll be in your character sheet.
Oh yeah. Yes. I have no clue where. So it should be listed.
Rage Barbarian, class details. Where is your rage? What do you get on a rage?
I think it's +2.
+2. I think it's on
Depends
your.
on the level.
It depends on your level, yeah. So it'll be +2 at the moment. So yeah, +2.
Okay.
So it's 12.
Okay. I'm making a note of that here.
It goes up to +3 at level 9. So for the foreseeable future, it's going to be +2 for your rage damage. Yeah, that hits him pretty hard. But he's steady. It is now another guy's turn, and he is going to push up forward close to here and then fire his longbow towards Cliff. He has advantage on this because he has a skirmish attack, so I'll fire it again. Both would hit anyway, but only one hits.
Yep.
So that's 11 piercing, so minus, it's half, so 5.
5, okay, 1, 2,
5 damage.
5. Yay.
Drake, your turn.
Okay. I will move forwards and oh my goodness. Sorry, trying to get the thing and not do the what's it. Got it. I'll just move forward and fireball the central island.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's got line of sight on all of his party, so he's
Yeah, he's good to do the fireball this time.
Hopefully, this isn't a methane gas.
Well, swamp gas from light from Venus.
Yeah, be fine. Be fine.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
So the entire swamp goes. No, I'm kidding. Goes up in flame. Okay, yeah. So that's DC 13 save. Is it half on a what's it?
Yeah, I think you take half damage on a failed
Sure.
save.
Okay,
On a
so let's
successful save.
go 1. So that's makes it, breaks it. So he's made it. So that's half for him. 2.
Nope.
He makes it. And then I've got you and you.
Dang.
So they all make
Stop.
it.
Stop.
So half of 38. Anyone that can do math quick.
15 plus 4, so that's 19.
So
he
that
say?
is still enough to kill
Quick math.
these two here. Even though they
Yeah.
passed their what's it? And this one as well, actually. This guy here, he's still standing, but he's not looking good.
Nice.
Cool. That's Drake for the minute then.
I thought I was the tank.
No, tanks absorb damage. Damage dealers deal damage.
Deal damage, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see how it is. Yeah, I'm
It's
just
very
used to
difficult to do
military-
both.
I mean, I'm just used to the military nomenclature of tank, meaning that the heavy thing that fires the big shots.
That's
With
their
a lot of
artillery.
armor.
They don't take.
No,
a whole
yeah,
lot
the
of stuff.
artillery is the one that fires the shots. The tanks are the ones that absorbs it and don't get hit.
Yeah.
They have some capability. Offensive
Yeah,
capability,
yeah, but it's a lot more limited, isn't it? Well, I suppose modern day tanks can do
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would think that stationary could of course perhaps launch heavier stuff.
Hmm.
Because stationary.
Alright.
Whatever.
So is that the end of your turn, Drake?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Cool.
So I moved.
Venra?
Good.
Boop.
Who's that towards?
The one that is left on the island.
This guy? Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he has to make another deck save. He misses that time, so he takes 5 damage.
Radiant.
Is that? No, it's not. Okay, yep. So is that the end of your turn, or?
I will. Is there enough room for me to go right here?
Yeah, you could get by Cliff, I think, because
Okay, I'm gonna go right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. That's the end of your turn. Okay, so now it's the scout that is fighting Cliff, and he probably hasn't noticed the fireball So he's going to continue on. And he is going to scimitar. He does not get advantage because he's not moving. 13?
13. I have 13 AC, so that hits.
Makes it, breaks it. And that's 5 piercing.
Woo, I'm down to 40 health. Help.
Well, that's only 2 piercing anyway, because you've enraged.
Yeah.
So.
Help, I'm down to 40. Yeah.
Flint, your turn.
It's time to make fun of this guy.
Sure, vicious
Finally.
mockery, and that is was it wisdom saving? Wisdom saving. 11. So yeah,
fail.
do your damage. It's 2d4.
4.
4 damage.
He has
Yeah,
disadvantage on his next attack.
correct. He sees you as well, so he's spotted you. That one is gone. Cliff, your turn.
Yay. I'm gonna bat him with my hammer again.
Sure.
Yes.
Roll damage.
9.
He
Haha.
is really not looking good.
And I'm gonna use my extra attack.
Well, do you not get your extra damage on the bludgeoning actually? +2.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so you kill
+2
him.
of the rage.
Yeah, you've killed him then.
Dang it. I wanted to do an extra attack on my second round.
First
It's still your
not,
turn.
But then second round.
It's still your turn. You can move and attack.
You can move and then do your extra attack on this guy.
Sure. So yeah, I just kill a bloke. Whoosh, bum, falls on the ground, and I rush to the other one. I'm like, and still shouting, "Taking the goblins in ransom wood!" and just charging at him. Yeah, actually, do a charge at him. Why not? This one.
Is that
Or can I use an action to dash at this point because I did an attack?
no?
attack
So you've already
first.
used your action, so you can't
Okay.
do the charger.
You've only used 1 attack of your 2 attack action.
Yeah, you can still
Yeah.
use your second attack.
Okay. Well, then I use my
Perhaps that's
second attack, I guess, on them. I don't know how far I can move. Which
30.
30 feet, is
35.
it for dwarves? 35? Yeah, so you can easily make it.
Okay. Boop. Hi. I'm gonna bap you. Boop.
Bap, bap, bap.
He
Fuck.
Plus,
steps to one side and you might like slightly overswing, but you're still stable.
Okay.
So he has a bonus to disengage, and he's going to move in the opposite direction. He is now here. That is the end of his turn. Actually, he then turns back round and then fires a longbow arrow at you, Cliff. With advantage. Oh wait,
It's
at least 15 feet away from where it started. When it once per turn takes advantage. Yeah, so it gets advantage. So I'm going for crit.
but
Okay, I didn't
that
get
is
it.
already.
Yeah, I was going for crit. So 12, so 6 damage.
I see. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And that's the end of his turn. Drek.
We'll move in and try and see if we can chuck the spear at the guy that's plugging it. Yep, so I can get about that. And then the range is 25. So I think that's short range.
I think that's okay for a spear. Is it 40 to 60? Javelins are 30 to 120, sorry. So yeah, so you're still okay.
Okay.
So I would imagine spears are the same, but I don't have the spears off the top of my head. I'll take the 11. So yeah, it kind of goes flying over the top of his head, and he's dodges it. I presume that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's the end of the turn for the minute.
Venra,
Yeah.
60 feet, I think you're within 60 feet,
Yep,
right?
60
Yeah,
feet.
yeah, you are.
45.
Dexterity savings throw. 19. Is that half then for Sacred Flame?
I believe so.
The target must succeed dexterity saving throw or take 1d6. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about half. So he is able to dodge.
Dodge it.
Yep, dodge the bolt. It's him again, so he will move over to this side. He's now 15 feet away from where he was. He's going to get his longbow and he's going to fire the last person that attacked him, which was Venra, or tried to attack him. So 22. 4 piercing.
Okay.
And that's where he's going to end his turn. He is moving away, but not. Flint, your turn. You are muted.
You're muted. I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
I'm wearing the right shirt for that, is what I was saying.
I saw.
55 feet away. And I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
So I need to make a wisdom saving throw, is that right?
Yeah.
It's usually wisdom saving throws. So wisdom saving throw.
Fails, so 3d6.
3d6.
Dang it.
10.
And that's enough. So,
Dang it.
bleeding from the ears, and he falls down to the ground. And that is the end of initiative.
And again, Cliff shouts, "Taking the goblins in Ransomwood!"
We all just ignore him. I start searching the bodies of these orcs, see if there's any clue on what they're doing here or anything on them.
I was gonna try to do the same. You know.
I do it better.
Yeah.
Let's get my loot table up. I didn't get it up ready because I'm bad at this, so I am just going to awkwardly talk until I can find it. And hopefully it's not... Oh, where did they even put it?
One yard wiener.
No, I can't find it. I'll tell you what, in fact, I will do it myself then. You get 22 silver pieces and a horn of orc. Which potentially could be used as an aphrodisiac if you sell it to the correct place.
Oh, it's actually one of their horns that fell off.
Yep.
Okay.
It was sliced
I
off.
thought it would have been like a calling horn and then just blow on it and then all of them convert on you.
That is what you find.
I mean, never mind. I'm not.
But yeah, there's nothing else really of use or worth.
Because of course, naturally, you would blow on a horn you found near Swallow Hole.
Anything else you're doing in this area, or you kind of gonna continue to move on? You've only just started to enter this region, so you...
I'm gonna retrieve my spear.
Okay.
Perhaps we should be a little bit more stealthy since we ran into these groups of
Is there any
bad guy.
evidence that they've been camping here, or is it just like they were a guard station, or it was a sentry post?
There's no evidence that they're camping here. They would just kind of like sat down on the ground. So
Okay, so this is a patrol. Is what I think this is a patrol.
Drake's gonna have a look at the construction of the wood path. I mean, is it like logs thrown down, or is it like somebody's actually taking the time to make planks, or?
It is mishappen. I mean, I know on the map it looks like it's a built structure, but this is like kind of someone has felled some trees somewhere and thrown it down like on the ground, and you're walking over a one by one line.
Like maybe something orcs might have constructed, or like human or dwarf or whatever.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
Right, my chat plays my thing. Wait, one sec. And this is why I need a third monitor.
This has been around for a while. This is definitely not orc made. It's probably some humans that have done this. There's probably some form of like engraving on each of the logs that have been placed there. Maybe someone's name and some numbers, but nothing that you would recognize. But yeah, it's definitely not orc in origin.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so if that's kind of what we're doing, are you guys going to continue on along this makeshift path?
I think we're on the right path because orcs seem to be the ones we got to kill. That behind a mess of this.
Sure. So you continue on, and the islands start.
I'm not the leader.
Well, tough titties.
Yes, the party's got to make.
The DM has now said that you are continuing on. So you continue on, and you actually the islands that you were kind of on are starting to get larger, more walkable. The swampiness is turning into streams and rivers, and everything is now looking barren. Trees have been cut down. Stumps have been carved into to stop them regrowing, and rubble is around everywhere, like rocks and stones and things that have been just left abandoned. This entire place looks scarred, and there is a very horrible smell emanating from around. Somebody roll me a perception check, please. So again, this haze, it's getting thicker and thicker, and you're now struggling to see where you're going, so you're relying on your senses, basically, like hearing, and like you can only see like your hands distance in front of each other. So if you don't stick close, you can very quickly lose sight of each other and what's going on.
Is there much wildlife about?
Wildlife? No, there's nothing.
There's no. We can't hear squirrels chatting in the trees or birds flapping away.
The entire area is deathly quiet.
Okay.
So yeah, you I kind of start stumbling around, and before you know it, with the perception of 9, you realize individually, every single one of you, you've lost track of each other. You can't. You might be able to hear each other, but you can't see each other.
Oi, human, where are you at?
So you can respond to each other. You like.
Yeah. Cliff, arms closed. Cliff,
This way.
arms closed.
This
You guys,
human?
what you doing over here?
So what's going on? Sorry.
So you're
You got lost.
Yeah, you're kind of lost to each other. You can hear each other, but
There's a
you
thick
can't
mist
see each other. You're in
fog.
thick fog right now. Proper pea super.
Never mind, that won't work.
Like, did this fog just magically appear?
You
Or-
kind of walked into it.
Okay. Hmm.
Minor illusion.
So
I
it-
don't
it
think
won't
that
work.
can do
it
what
won't,
you
it won't
think it
produce
can.
light.
Yeah.
So I started heading towards my best guess of Drake's voice.
Sure. Roll me. What can you roll for this? You can either roll me a nature check to kind of figure out the lay of the land to see if you can orientate yourself north, south, east, west, or a perception check. It's up to you. I'll leave that up to you. Perception, yeah. So you're able to find. You can tell where Drake is, the direction, and you can head towards him. And you don't go that far, and you're able to stumble into each other.
Perfect. I tie my belt to his belt. All right. We're over here. Follow our voices as we start calling up to the others. We're going to tie each other off.
Do what to another?
We're going to tie a rope to each other so we don't get lost from each other.
Am I successful in lighting one of my prayer candles?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see me? I have a candle.
This way, walk this way. But watch your footing.
Okay, and I will try to make my way there. Do I need to roll perception?
Roll a perception, please. Nobody, by the way, can see the candle. Yeah, so you're able to kind of figure out your way towards them and you wander over. And as you get closer, you'll see the dim light of the candle. The other guys will as well. So you're able to figure out where she is.
We'll run a section of rope and, like, I don't know, because we've got rope between us, haven't we? So we'll do one bit of rope can do, it's 20 foot, isn't it? So, like,
Yeah.
Kath, me, Venra.
Sure.
Cliff, are you out there, Cliff?
And Cliff is gonna be like shouting, Mercia, to dragons linger! Cliff, arms closed! Close the sails! Arms closed!
Can you walk this way, Cliff?
And
Cliff, follow the sound of our voices.
So you get turned around a little bit, Cliff, and you wander off in a different direction, and everyone can hear him starting to Cliff, arms closed, like getting quieter and quieter. So you guys are aware that he's walking in the wrong direction.
Cliff, turn around, you dumbass.
yeah.
Falling
Cliff.
this way.
Dumbass, turn around.
And yeah, Cliff
The
turns
drake's here
around.
like this, right?
Gets
He's
back
being
to-
quiet. He's making an effort to look.
Even though you guys are like trying to shout, Cliff, you're completely disorientated. You can't figure out which way's going, or whatever. And before you know it, everything's completely silent. You can't hear your party. You don't know where they are, and you are completely lost.
I sit down and cry.
Sure.
Do we hear him crying?
No. You've completely lost him.
It's
You have no concept
it's a
of where
low
he is.
volume.
He's completely gone.
It's
So
a
we've
low
got
volume.
one party member on his own, and the other three kind of grouped together, tied together. So we're gonna do it bit by bit because we've split the party. So Cliff,
Yeah.
you're on your own, and
Yeah.
you actually see. Sorry, you don't see. You hear something approach. Roll me a. Actually, hold on. What's your passive perception? Yep, you don't notice this. Okay, so they get a surprise attack on you.
Nice.
I know you don't have your. Roll me your initiative, by the way, Cliff.
Yes.
I don't have a map set up for this bit at the moment, but we'll figure it out.
Cliff is totally surprised.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, they've got a surprise attack on you anyway. So a creature attacks you, and now you can see it is a fairly grotesque dog that is jet black, and you get bit. This is the first round. So you take 10 piercing damage. The second attack, because now it's his turn again, because that was the surprise attack, so you take 10 piercing damage.
Yeah.
The next attack.
This is fine.
15.
This is fine.
It is now your turn.
I have 9 health.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have 9 health. This is fine. I am okay. Shoot.
He also has to make a DC saving throw, right?
DC saving throw, yes. No, because if the target is a creature, Cliff's not a creature, he's a humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah, so a creature would be
I
like
guess.
other small dogs or,
Okay.
other small animals, those sort of things. At least that's how I'm reading it.
So-
I could be wrong.
No, you're probably.
Did I notice which way the dog was going or is it still near me?
It's still near you.
Okay. I
You can see it. It's within
Yeah.
battle range. You know where it is.
Yeah. So can I use the charger? Can I use the charger thing? Oh yeah, I could use a dash anyways. Actually, of course.
So the things that you can kind of do, I mean, you can do your normal actions. You've also got like your disengage. You've got your dash action, that sort of thing. If you wanted to do that, you can do. You can do normal attacks. You can do anything normal. Like, there's nothing stopping you right now.
Yeah. Well,
But you are
Cliff
on your
is very enraged right now, at least, and does a reckless attack. Because
Sure.
why not?
Absolutely, that's fine. Yeah, so do your attack
With advantage.
with advantage.
Boop, boop.
The 14 will hit.
Yes.
So roll me damage on the
Good
14.
thing I did that then.
Yeah, okay. And
And an extra attack.
you can do your extra attack as well. That misses. So yeah, the dog kind of like you whack it around the head with your hammer or whatever, and it kind of whimpers and disengages and disappears. It runs away and disappears, and you no longer see it, but you are hurting. So now we're going to switch over to the rest of the group. Flint, you actually notice this before it attacks because your passive perception beat its stealth check. You notice a very similar dog. Actually, all roll initiative. Venra, Drake, and Flint.
We don't have tokens. So.
That's okay. Just roll me the rolls.
Put the token down.
I don't see the initiative, the turn order up anyway.
Yeah, there is no turn order. It's only a quick round. We're okay. Yeah, so you, Flint, you're able to alert everyone of this other this
Shit's
black
about to
dog
hit
that's
the
just
fan.
appeared and it's about to attack. And Venra, you get the first thing that you can do.
I am going to like oh my gosh, and like react and just cast Sacred Flame and be like,
Yep.
Shit.
So dexterity save.
I bet you just needed a good pat, maybe a treat. You didn't have to shoot it.
listen, there's a
yeah.
ghostly dog trying to attack me.
It has like fangs ready. It was going to attack.
I mean,
So yeah,
Flame
that
sounds
takes
like a good toy.
10 radiant damage. Ooh. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, non-magical attacks while in dim or darkness. Okay, so that takes the full 10 damage. Okay, is that what you're going to do? Now, obviously, you are limited with movement because you're tied on to
Right.
each other. So you can, if you want to move Venra, you have to agree with the rest of the party and you all move together. But that would then mean that the others can't move during their turns.
I feel like it would I would have to pass a strength test, honestly, to be able to move them, right?
Well, you can agree with them on your turn. You can talk and agree to move somewhere, but
I'm just gonna
leave it.
sit
Sure.
here.
Just
So
persuasion, I
it
guess.
is Flint's turn next.
I am going to cast Vicious Mockery.
So that is a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, roll me the damage. It takes 4 damage. It has disadvantage. Okay. And again, you can still do your movement if you want to, but you have to agree with the rest of the party. They have to agree with you, and then that forfeits their movement.
Because I can't see where we are, I'm just going to stand my ground.
Yeah, sure. Drake, your turn.
Okay. Does it seem to be targeting a particular member of the party? Is it charging any one of them down, or is it just generally heading for us?
It was heading towards Venra.
Okay. I'll tell Venra to get behind me, and then what I'll do is basically I'll ready an attack, but I'll chuck the spear end, the blunt end, into the ground, like you would for charging horses, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And just pick up the spear at a 45-degree angle, ready. As it jumps in, it'll spear itself. So basically, I'll ready an action, ready a spear attack.
Okay.
If it jumps at us, if it comes in range. But I'll get the other two behind me, and particularly Venra, if it seemed to be heading for her.
Sure. So that's the end of your turn then? Perfect. Sure. And I'll allow you to kind of rearrange around each other in this turn, so that's all of your movements kind of combined into one. So that now Drake is in front. So now the black dog, this mastiff, this horrible creature, dog, giant, grotesque monstrosity. It's not a giant, but it's as big as maybe Flint kind of thing. It actually, because it's been hurt, it's gonna step back now and retreat and disappear into the fog, and you can hear some howling, and you can hear it running off into the distance. That's the end of this round of initiative. So we're going to go back over to Cliff. So Cliff, the dog that you attacked, it's disappeared, but it's still somewhere in the vicinity. You're not sure where. It didn't like getting hurt. And you can hear barking in the distance somewhere. Maybe a howl.
Do I hear which direction, or...?
It sounds... roll me perception.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, so you can
Finally.
kind of localize it in one direction.
So Cliff does maybe a smart, maybe a dumb. I think very much a dumb. He decides to run in the opposite direction of where he hears the dogs.
Yeah, okay, and
dogs.
yeah, so you move in that opposite direction, kind of fumbling in the fog, and you're able to quite quickly get away, and then the dogs kind of fade. The noises will fade. As you get closer, Cliff, the fog does start to dissipate, and all of you now start to see something. So in this area, you can just, I don't know if you can see it on the map, but you can just see a faint figure in the distance over here. I don't know if you all can see that.
Yeah, I can see her.
Yeah. She's a tall woman who has... Can you see each other, by the way?
Yes.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see on the map.
Okay.
The highlight of each other.
Okay. So can you... So Cliff, can you see like Venra and Drea can...
Yeah. But not
Yeah,
in
okay.
character, I would guess. But on the map, I can.
No. In character, you can start to see them.
Okay.
So yeah, you can, like, as the mist lifts, you see a high elf standing in the center here, and you can see each other on each other's sides. There's no sign of the dogs; they seem to have disappeared. And the woman says, "Are you okay?"
No. Oh, wait. Cliff, arms closed. Fuck's sake.
No, Cliff, arms closed. Please, gather round, she says.
I stumble over.
She seems alright.
Actually, you're a little bit suspicious, Flint.
I'm assuming I would be suspicious because I'm from the main
No.
city.
You're not sure who she is. She's a random person. Obviously an elf, high elf.
Yeah.
Was she high
A
on?
lot of you have probably never seen. In fact, none of you have ever seen a high elf before.
Right.
You've seen half elves, but you've never seen a high elf.
I hobble over at her and be like, "My mother had hog tails! My mother had hog tails!" Something, but it's not really.
We're still all tied
makes
together,
sense.
aren't we?
You're still tied together, yeah, but you can easily untie yourself.
I mean, now that we can see, Cliff goes ahead and unties himself.
Please.
Who are you? Before I get too close.
My name is Blade Singer.
Singer of Blades.
I guess you could say that. She does have a longsword, but it is in a, like, kind of a belt pouch. What are they called? Like
Scabbard.
a sheath? Scabbard, thank you. So it is sheathed.
You control those dogs.
No. Those dogs are from a different plane of existence. Unfortunately, they never are alone. They travel in packs, doing hunting and things like that. There are more of them out there. I don't know where. I'm not actually here, though.
You could have fooled me.
Yes, I'm talking to you
Mercia,
from Kaora.
Dragon Slinger?
Oh, that's
In-
the place. That's the place.
Yes.
Place of what?
With the message from his mother. It
Oh,
was the
okay.
gate from. Yes. Hi. And I just kind of like lift it up slowly and do a little curtsy.
She looks at you, Venra.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. As you may be aware, B has... Wait, no. Cliff, what's your mum's name? I've been calling her B. That's the wrong fucking...
Bella.
Bella. Thank you. Jesus. Fucking B, not B.
I was gonna
Bee's the
say
other
Princess
one.
Bee. Like she's
Princess
big.
B is way dead. Bella...
Yeah. It's like,
We've seen a lot of shit people come back to life, so
yeah.
True.
As you may be
She's
aware...
actually still alive.
That's
She
true. A
never
lot of people
died.
have like died and came back to life, so it could be. Bella was the guardian of Swallowhole, and
She would be.
she opened the
He wasn't a
passage
very good guardian.
to Kaora. Nearby, there is a ruin that you can access and transport yourselves to our kingdom. We know who you are. You have been sent by Zanmir. You, and he points, she points to the bard.
Zenvir's help at L.
You,
Cliff says.
I can help now, but it's temporary. And she waves like a staff. And all of a sudden, Flint, you have all of those locked memories. They are opened. You also feel a power within you. It's very different to what you've ever experienced. It's a very deep, almost dangerous power, and it scares you. Everything the warlock has seen that that happened with like Plum and everything like that opens up. It's no longer locked off, and the warlock speaks to you. The warlock.
Oh fuck!
The warlock says, "Stay away from my power. It is mine. It is mine." And the voice fades. And then she turns around to you, Cliff. And I can help you. And the ailment that you've had with your words immediately stops. You don't feel it, but from now on, you can talk and converse as normal, as you normally
Let
would.
me close my notes. There we go. That sorts out a lot of my douche.
And then she turns to you, Drek, and she says, "Your wolf is still alive." And then turns to you, Venra, and says, "I don't know you. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry." And she disappears.
And for you, and for you, and fuck you.
She just fades.
Hi. Hi.
There, Flint. I don't know what's the matter, but do cheer up, darling.
Flint kind of wipes his tears off now that he's realized what happened and what led to um, kind of led to Plum's demise for the first time. It's obviously the first time he's done it. He does give Drake a bit of a dirty stare and says, "You walked over her corpse."
Drake returns back to Flint. The wolf keeps the pack strong by getting rid of the weak and the disabled and the ill.
You're a fucking healer. You're a
And
cleric.
then he has a look around. Sometimes the wolf makes a mistake.
So Flint gets up. He searches himself to kind of feel what this power is and seeing if he can understand what this new feeling is that he had and what those words meant. And he thinks about it and he tries to he looks at a tree and he looks and seeing if he could cast one of the spells that he's seen the warlock do several times. And he tries to cast Eldritch Blast at one of the trees in the area.
Yeah, it goes up in flames.
The cast actually goes off.
The cast goes off. Yeah, it works. Eldritch Blast. You now have access temporarily to both character sheets as the bard. Yeah.
Okay.
You're effectively dual charactering right now, or dual whatever.
Yeah, but not even just dual
multi-classing.
classing. I'm dual classing level 5.
Yeah. Correct.
Dual wielding.
Which means I'm like
Level 10.
effectively at almost level 10 on the casting side.
Correct.
Path is swollen with power and swallows whole.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I'm
blasting it
Turn this
everywhere.
bitch up. I have to step away here for a couple minutes. I got to go and tent my meat.
Oh, I'm
No.
sure.
I want the
Because I
meat
gotta-
video.
With all that swollen
Power
power
now.
that there's a
I gotta-
tent.
I got to
Yeah,
contain the power.
project your power there as well.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we all got a little bit moist in the fog back there, and
Yeah,
a little bit of light bondage. 3 of us. Sorry, Cliff, you missed out.
yeah. Well, wait. What? I can talk again.
So,
can talk again!
Cliff, you the entire time you thought you were conversing perfectly normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just everyone else. Like, you could understand everyone. It's just that everyone didn't understand you, and you didn't quite get it, right?
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, okay.
You're right over there, darling.
What do you mean?
You look a bit banged up.
Hello? Do you guys
Hi.
understand me? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes. Hi. Hey, I don't know why we are doing middle fingers now.
Isn't that
You-
custom?
You guys can understand me finally again. What?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, I thought you were always talking. I mean, you're a little bit more comprehensible, but you know, it's fine.
What do you mean I was also always talking? I mean, I always talk like this, don't I?
Sure.
I don't understand. Okay.
I
I'll
feel like
cast
that's
Cure
quite
Wounds.
common.
It's great to be
Okay.
in the land of being understood again, at least.
We always understood you, darling. It's fine. We understand you're so special.
so Drake, you roll your 1d8 for Cliff for curing.
Oh. I should look at that stuff as well.
plus your... Yeah, that's it, 1d8. So, Cliff, you get 6 HP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to 15. Yay! Thanks.
Jesus.
So
I suppose.
you've
I can
probably
also-
been wandering through this swamp for quite a while, so you would be ready for maybe a short rest. At the moment, everything's quite quiet. There is still a haze, a mist, a fog, and all around you, it does look deeper elsewhere, but where you currently are, it's fairly clear, right? So you can't quite see where you are. You don't know, you've long lost the path. There is no path, there's no wooden, like, kind of rubble or well-walked area. You're literally in the middle of a swamp. Like, it's, there's no signs of tracks, other than potentially the tracks of the mastiffs that were running around.
The bits of water we just crossed, is it flowing in a particular direction, or is it like fairly static?
It's fairly static. It's not flowing. Not that you can tell.
Like
It might be moving slightly, but yeah, it's fairly static.
Okay.
Yay!
What is the investigation for, Venra?
I was just gonna see where, the lady popped up and appeared and disappeared, just to see if there was like a circle of some kind of summoning. I don't know.
There's no summoning area around here. She did mention it was elsewhere anyway, like further in Swallow's Hole.
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing that kind of.
Yeah, she likes to go swallowing deeper.
So I guess we should pop off and find that place and get to Keora. Right?
Yes. Think so.
She said there were ruins nearby, but I don't know which way to go.
I feel like taking a short break now over here, just recoup a little bit.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. While we're taking a short break, I could pray to my lady and see if she gives me answers.
That sounds like a splendid idea.
Okay, short rest time.
So how long are you resting for? So each short
Maximum
rest is like an
rest.
hour.
I'm just gonna sit and meditate in prayer during this hour to my
Sure.
lady for guidance.
While they're
Light some
resting,
incense.
I'll do like a walk of the perimeter. We're keeping them in like sight, but like just trying to get the lay of the land, seeing
Roll
if there's
me a
anything I can
perception
see.
check, please.
– 17.
You can't see much. I mean, there is potentially like rubble over in this kind of direction, over towards the east. What you would assume is the east. It's easier for me to say that for the map kind of thing. So yeah, there is some rubble over there, but there's not really much in the means of ruins or anything like that. There's no sign of those dogs, so those dogs seems to have disappeared for the time being. Yeah, so everyone, you can take a short rest. So during your short rest, you can use your hit die to regain health. You can do anything else that you've got for short rests, kind of thing. I don't know, Venra, if you've got things that you can do. I know your prayer is...
Go. I'm gonna take another toilet break. BRB.
You can... Animal... Oh, he's gone. I was going to say, you can use more than one hit die.
Okay.
Like, you can use as many as you
Well.
want, up to your limit.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how many
35
you've
will
got.
do for now, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I got 5. I can do. You know what? Yeah, I can. Let's do 3. Might as well. Dying. I don't want to do again. 46 health. That should do the trick.
Okay,
BRB.
so we're now down 2 characters. Just need to keep that in my head. Yeah, so there's not really much going on. After your short break, which direction are you going to be heading in?
Well, obviously I'll come back and mention that there's like a bit of ruined stone to the east to the party, and perhaps suggest that we perhaps head that way.
Sounds lovely.
Sure. Drake, roll me a perception check for movement.
Sure.
Should we tie each other? Use the rope
8.
again.
Well, how thick is the mist and the fog?
It's getting thicker as you start moving towards the rubble.
Yeah, I think that might be sensible. I tell you what, let's stretch the rope out. So we've got 20 foot of rope. Everybody hold on to the rope, and then if we need to move, rather than being tied off, we could just perhaps let go.
That sounds like a very smart plan.
Yeah. And if anybody should lose touch, should anybody, like, you know, let go of the rope, shout, right, straight away, and we'll stop.
Okay, so you kind of start moving in, and as you get further in, the fog does start getting denser again. And yeah, it starts getting to the point where you're struggling to see each other again. But obviously you're holding on to the rope. You do start noticing there is pieces of chunks of rock and rubble on the ground, like some ancient carved stone. And this kind of continues for a couple of hours of you mindlessly wandering. You kind of go in one direction, stop, turn around, go in another, stop, turn around, go in another. And you feel quite kind of disorientated. You're not quite sure where you were when Bladesinger spoke to you.
Okay.
Eventually,
I'll ask,
yeah.
I was going to say, I'll ask, has Cliff been here before? Is this typical for this area?
Cliff has probably never been to this area.
Okay,
I need him to roll a history check, but we can wait until he gets back. I don't think he would have been here. He might know a little bit about this area, maybe.
Okay. Does the fog feel natural? I mean, obviously it's quite a wet, damp area, but does the fog feel like maybe magically enhanced to be thicker than it would normally be, or can I make that kind of perception?
An Arcana check.
The
The fog's fog.
It is. It's foggy. Definitely
It's
fog.
foggy fog. So
Man, that
Cliff,
is some
can you
moist fog.
roll me a history check, please?
Sure. History 8.
You've heard bits about Swallow's Hole before. It's a swamp, basically. That's what you know about this region.
Well, it's a swamp, y'all. It's swamp. No,
Quite
water,
moist.
swamp, forest, tree, bog, stuff.
No tales of it swallowing explorers whole, never to return.
No. My mother didn't really talk about swallowing things much either.
Oh, trust me, she swallowed.
She never disclosed that with Cliff.
Oh, that looks so good, Kath.
Oh,
Kath
did he
sent a
post?
picture of his meat. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I
I'm
know, it looks so
already drooling.
good.
Dick
Talking about
pics.
swallowing whole. So yeah, so you're kind of like going back deeper into the swamp. Roll me another perception check, please.
Me?
Anyone? It's a group perception
Sorry,
check,
I'm
so with
drooling over
advantage.
cat's meat still.
Okay. 11.
So yeah, so eventually you kind of do start noticing a rock formation, and the fog again starts to lift a little bit more. And there is in front of you a rock formation. I need to pull your characters onto this shoot real quick. That goes round in a circle. On the rocks are all sorts of like skeletal remains. There is like some sacrificial animals, that sort of stuff. And in the center is a statue of an elf in robes, and down at his feet are tree roots that kind of are growing around it, and it's not seen the best of days. This hasn't.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I'm sorry, I'm still.
She's still admiring my meat.
Still admiring cat's meat.
Chicken meat
Um,
on brisket.
It's an impressive slab.
it
It
is.
is. I'm actually really fucking hungry right now.
Can I like? I don't know, sense anything like of my lady around or?
Something. Oh, that religion check. That's
Since Cliff is now
not
back
of your
to-
lady. No.
Okay.
This. I mean, it looks like some religious symbol. Like, I mean, you've seen circles of other forms of religions, and it quite clearly looks like some sort of monument or something like that, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Okay.
Since
okay.
Cliff is Since Cliff is now back to his senses kind of and can finally communicate normally, he's just gonna be like, should I lick that thing to see what it tastes like? Maybe, get to know what it's made out of.
Darling, I don't suggest that. I don't think anyone gets anywhere by licking religious relics. I don't
Maybe
think
something
so.
happens. Who knows? Something magical. Maybe
He's
it's
learning.
a
He's
secret-
starting to ask whether he needs to lick. He's asking for permission first. So this is new.
Maybe
He's
it
finally
unlocks a
learning
secret
fast.
passage. Maybe you never know until you tried it.
Again, I don't think it's
Is that what your mother
wise.
told you? Just out of interest.
My mother told me many things. Licking things is none of them. But being investigative truly is one of them.
Right, it sounds like your mother did encourage your curiousness. That's lovely, darling.
But should I lick it then?
No.
Why
Please.
not? That,
Just lick your hammer, dear.
no. Are you calling me crazy? Is this what it is? And
No, darling.
Cliff
just-
starts to wander over to the statue anyways. Like, I'm gonna lick it. I'm gonna prove a point here.
Well, I'm not going to do anything else then. I've already warned him a few times. If you get hurt, I'm not fixing you.
Flint, are you okay with this, or? You seem to have some wisdom that I should trust.
Well, I'm totally what? I'm still self-reflecting on the shit that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, then I will lick it.
no, don't fucking lick it. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What? But we need to know what it's. Okay. Walk back.
I'm going to do an Arcana check of the area, see if I can feel or get a feeling for anything.
There's definitely some form of magic around here. You've heard about magical teleportation circles and things like that. That potentially this could be.
I think this is. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you carry on.
I think this might be a teleportation circle. They said that the center of this place will take us to somewhere else, right?
Does anybody know how to activate it?
I'll start looking around the edges
No.
for like any glyphs or anything.
I'll take a closer look at the statue. I'm not very good at this, though.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just going.
Oh shit, the dice just rolled.
Perception, insight, investigation.
Roll me those.
Roll initiative.
No, roll me what you want to roll.
Oh.
Just ignore the fact that the turn order just popped up. And that you
Totally.
heard my die roll.
Yeah.
I forgot to mute my mic.
Smart.
Are these teleportation circles sometimes protected against misuse? Just wondering.
I don't know much about them.
Well, maybe I should lick it. Maybe I can taste the magic that's within. I mean, you can all feel magic or whatever.
You can taste magic.
Yeah.
Flint, out of the corner of your eye, you see a shadow flicker by.
All right, arms up.
Everyone
Got
roll
company.
initiative.
Arms open. I mean, oh yeah, wait, I can talk normal.
Oh, how do I...
4. The tank is last.
The dogs appear just right in front of you, Flint. There is one right there. Oops, I accidentally put them all up on the wrong map. My bad. Ignore you saw that. Why is this not... Roll 20, I swear to God. Is it on the map layer? Did I put it... I put it on the wrong freaking layer. You idiot. Yeah. Which one? Okay, that one's on the correct there. Yeah, so one of the dogs appears in front of you there. Flint, you were able to warn everyone so he did not get an opportunity attack because his stealth check did not beat your passive perception. I think you were the only
I
one that...
also rolled a nat 20 insight. So. you know,
Nat 20 insight.
I feel
You
like
did.
nothing would happen.
Yeah, okay, let's deal with that real quick first because that's quite a big insight. So this here is some high priest elf. He is holding his hands are open and they look like the two pieces of rocks will be able to fit inside the hands.
Okay. So he's like
holding, it looks like he's holding something, but his hands are empty.
Okay.
He's like, that.
He wants to hold. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Jesus. Not.
So that was your insight. Arcana check. I think I already told you about that. And then everyone else rolled initiative. Perfect.
Okay.
Sorry,
Cool.
I missed the insight before I was doing that because I'm trying to multitask. My bad.
It's okay.
Right, where is this? So this guy. Oh my god.
Yes. He's one of those critters that I'm ahead of.
There's only one. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't see the others.
Yeah. But at least one that I'm ahead of.
Ooh, two alphas. Now he's just going to add a bunch more initiatives
know,
just to
right?
throw us off randomly.
I mean, as you do. Wow, it's so many. I'm so
Great
scared.
idea, Kath. Now you guys have no idea how many there actually are.
So that one was this, that. Okay.
There are 69 dogs out here to kill us.
Okay, so Venra, your turn. What are you gonna do?
So we all did really shitty initiatives.
Yeah, you're still going first.
Yeah, I kind of rolled low. So I can see the one that's right in front of Flint, right?
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
one that
I'm
appeared. He just appeared
Okay.
with his teeth blaring, about to attack.
Huzzah!
Dexterity
Ladies,
saving
smite him!
throw.
Fail.
That is a fail,
Nine
so that's
radiant
9
Damage.
damage. Okie dokie. And is there anything else you want to do there, Venra?
Nope, I'm just gonna stay here by the statue.
Okay. And Drake, your turn.
Okay. Well, Drake's gonna find a gap between the rocks, hopefully, and I'll frostbite the doggy that appeared. So you need a DC 13 spell save, or you're taking 2d6 damage.
Constitution saving.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Is it half or is it no damage?
No, I think if you make it, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, so he's fine. Okie dokie. Flint, your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, so roll me the spell slave, which is how do
Oh no, it's not a hell. It's there we go. That's
there
better.
we go. I was like, wait, what? So no, that's the damage. So I now need to roll you.
Nope, that's the hit, isn't it? That's the hit.
That's the
There's
hit.
no save
Yeah.
for
So
Eldritch
roll me
Blast.
damage. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why it says spell.
Wow.
I'm fucking
You're
good,
still
but
getting
that's okay.
used to it, okay?
It's my. But don't worry, because I get to do it again. Does that hit 14?
14 hits. Yeah.
2.
Great. Good job. Good job.
Hold on, is that right? I got to make sure that it's actually casting correctly.
Yeah.
What does it roll?
It says
1d10?
twice at level 5.
Yeah, no, and it's 1d10. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just rolled 1 and 2. I just rolled shitty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how.
I don't know
to
how
do
either.
this. I know there's a way that I can do this so that you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I don't know how.
Well,
For whatever reason, what was it? It was... Hold on, this isn't a thing. I just needed to do something. There we go, thank you.
dog.
Okay, yeah.
Jen is also getting attacked by a dog.
So we were on Flint, weren't we? So, Cliff, it's your turn.
I'm gonna do the smart thing and do a perception check. To see if there's any more dogs around. Yay! I see so many
This is the only one
dogs.
you can see.
Yay. Okay. There's only one dog! So I can only see one dog! There's only one dog! Look! Look! And I take out my javelin and toss it at it. Let's do that instead. Keep my distance this time.
Yeah, that hits. Roll me damage.
Okay. Whoop. 8.
8. Sure. By the way, whenever you guys have been hitting... well, actually, no, this is the only time. So, this time, the javelin hits it, but it doesn't do as much damage as what you were expecting.
Okay.
So, even though it looks like an 8, it's not. Like, he's able to tank it. It's a lot tougher than what you would expect.
Also, I should rage.
Too late.
I'm doing this after my attack, so... Too late?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
So the dog that you've just thrown the javelin at still has the javelin kind of in the side, but it ignores it and charges you down, Cliff, and will attack with its bite.
Come at me.
17?
17 hits. Hits.
7 piercing.
7. Yay.
That's the end of its turn. It is not Venra's turn. Venra, a dog appears right in front of you and attacks. And goes for the bite. 10?
No.
Yep, so you're able to sidestep. I think you were aware that there was probably more. However, another dog appears exactly in front of you.
Okay.
And also attacks. This one... Actually, before it attacks, this one howls. A terrifying howl. So everyone in a 300 feet radius must succeed on a DC 11 wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. So
Just
Flint,
from that
you're
roll.
frightened. Cliff, you've
Yay,
made
I
it. No, you're frightened, Cliff. And Drake, you've made it. So Venra and Drake, you're immune to this terrifying howl now. You're fine. You've still got your wits about you. Cliff and Flint, so you're both now frightened of the
Which
dogs in
means-
general, not just the one that howled.
So I cannot attack them, or
I think you can't move towards them, is that correct?
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Yeah.
The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Mm-hmm.
But you said we're afraid of all of them, or just the one?
Okay, no, it is just this. It's this one then. I will mark it. Yeah. The way I'm reading it from there, it says that it is. It just says a frightened target can repeat the saving throw. It just says becomes frightened. So I was, because it's the Shadow Mastiff Alpha, the Alpha dog.
Yeah.
It looks like he's afraid of the pack, but that breaks your frightened clause. So yeah, you're frightened of the alpha male.
okay.
So that's this one over here. So you can still, you don't have your disadvantage on your attack rolls to the others. So that's the end. Did he? Yeah, that's the end of his turn because that was his action, I believe.
Okay.
I think
Wait.
wisdom.
So
Yeah.
now another one appears next to
I think
Drake,
I've seen it now.
and it attacks you, Drake.
Okay.
22,
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
12 piercing.
Okay.
And
you
that's
gotta
the
do
end
a
of their
strength.
turn.
No, he's got to do a strength saving throw.
If
Ignore
it
that.
didn't count for Cliff,
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's not a creature. If it was in like if he was in a creature's form, like for instance, like a bird or a squirrel or
since
something
the target's
smaller.
A creature.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
It's a creature. It's not a being.
Not a humanoid.
Yeah, humanoid. Yeah.
Okay.
Venro, your turn.
Do. May my lady bless you. Constitution save of
Straight to
On the
hell.
dog.
Who's that for?
both the dogs in front of me. It's anybody who I say within 5.
Sure. Okay. DC 15.
Of Constitution. Oh,
Fail.
The other one.
Yay!
that one takes it.
That one was the important
did
one
it.
as well. Okay. Is that all you're doing, or?
Yeah. I'll take these two straight on.
Sure. Drake?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna conjure a fiery blade and then I make an attack with it, basically.
Yep. Roll me the attack. Show me potato salad.
I am so hungry right now.
Yeah,
Having,
me
like,
too.
seen that meat and like the kids have got pizza.
Oh no.
Time for a lunch break.
Okay, so 9. That's probably gonna miss, isn't it?
That misses. Correct. Flint, your turn.
All right. Let's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skirt around to the back side of the dog. I'm not going to leave his purview of attack. And I'm going to try this other spell that I've just figured out how to cast.
Sword Burst. You create a momentary circle of spectral blades that sweep around you. All other creatures within 5 feet of you must succeed on a dex saving throw. So it's just the dog in front of you. 7. So 1d6 force damage.
2d6.
2d6. Sorry. Yeah, you're level 5.
7.
7. This
Get some
dog
bacon
is
out.
starting to look a little bit beat up. It's not
good.
happy. Cliff, your turn.
I'm. There's still a javelin in him, of course, of me that I shot at, that I threw at it. Can I try and rip it out and yap it at him again? Like just stabbing it with the javelin? That's still
Contested
piercing him?
strength, please.
Okay. That's it. Where is my thing? There is my thing. So that's just a strength throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
8.
Yep, you don't make it.
Nope.
That's your
Just
action.
raged before I did this. Yeah. That's all.
That's all. You can
Go!
enrage if you want to.
Okay.
Sure.
Then I rage now.
Okay. It is now its turn. It's going to bite you again, Cliff. 16.
That hits.
6, so 3 piercing.
Yep.
So Venra, the dog in front of you, attacks you. 22. So take 10 piercing. And the other one will also attack you now. 10. And Drake, the one in front of you, attacks. 8 and doesn't get through your leather. Venra, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to pull up my character sheet again and do that. Oh, this would be, yeah, that.
Bane, up to
So,
3 creatures of your choice.
It only can be for the 2 in front of me because the other doggo is, or the 2 doggos are out of range. But yeah.
The way that I'm reading this, I think everyone counts as a creature. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to add the prone on because otherwise it breaks the dogs like the dogs would. Yeah, we'll ignore the prone.
Yeah, that would be very powerful.
Yeah, well, to be fair, they are
all the
quite
time.
powerful dogs. These are. So, like I said, I have nerfed them a little bit. So yeah, the prone doesn't tally. Target must roll a d4 and subtract. So wait, so it must make a right. Let's do the charisma saving throw first, which should be. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Oh, actually, sorry. One of them. No, they're both the same anyway. It doesn't matter. They're both the same rolls. Okay. So what happens next?
So whenever you go for an attack, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, I'm going to mark the 2
guys
that
cursed.
failed. It was the 2 closest that failed.
Yes.
And then the other one was fine. That was the one that's with Cliff and Flint. I presume you also targeted this guy.
I can't.
Oh, it's only those 2. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, yeah. So those need to, whenever the target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target... Oh, it's concentration. Okay, so the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number from the rolled attack roll or saving throw. Okay, got you. Thank you. Okay, Drake, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and basically hit it again with this flaming sword. $17. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits. Roll me the damage.
Oh, what? It's meant to work when I click. Why is it not working? Okay, so I think it's 3d6 fire damage. I remember rightly. You get 8 fire damage.
And the dog is hurt. He's, yeah, probably a little bit of his fur is singed a little bit, but yeah. Flint, your turn.
Out of 8. I want to start with the wisdom saving throw. What was the pass on that again?
The pass was, I think you've made it.
Yeah, I think it was, because if Drake made it with 12, I'm
11. Yeah, it was 11, so that's fine.
Alright. So I'm no longer feared from the one down south.
Correct.
So I want to Eldritch Blast the one that's here next to Cliffy.
Point blank range.
Oh, shit. No, that's not a good thing then. So I will actually Eldritch Blast this one here.
Yeah, no, I think that's
far away
that's a good idea.
45. Oh, yeah, we're good. So let me go back in here and cast it the right way.
Yep,
19.
hits.
Whoops, wrong button. 2. I'm helping. And I'll cast another one at him. 13.
Hits again.
7. There we go.
There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Cliff, your turn. You are muted if you're talking.
I'm gonna try and make a wisdom saving throw, I said. Well,
Yeah, okay. Wisdom save. 2.
Oh, no.
You're still frightened.
Yay!
You're still frightened of the alpha.
This is fine. This is wonderful. Yay. I'm gonna attack the bloke in front of me then. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on my javelin, trying to pull that one out. Instead, I grab my warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that takes an action because I'm not holding the javelin.
Yep.
So, boop.
That's a miss.
Next attack then, it is.
And that's a hit.
Yay. 10. Yes.
So, it doesn't seem to hit as hard as what you would expect.
Okay.
The dog is not looking healthy though, so it whimpered on that last hit.
Yeah.
It is going to
Just
bite you
testing.
again though.
Fire.
So
Come
11,
at me.
11, so 5 piercing damage, Cliff.
Whee.
Now the one in front of you, Venra, is going to attack. So I do the attack roll and then do a minus 1d4, right?
Yes. Which I guess you didn't have to do because it wouldn't have
Yeah,
done
you
it
wouldn't have been
anyway.
able
Sorry,
to do
my
it
bad.
anyway. Yeah, that's fine. And then the other one is also going to attack you. 16.
Doesn't hit.
They wouldn't have hit. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then the one Drek is going to attack you. 17.
That's a hit.
Wait. Bite it. There we go. 10 piercing.
Okay, I take damage, but my Constitution save is sufficient to keep the blade in my hand. And
Okay. Good. Okay, so 10 piercing. Venra, your turn again.
Yeah.
Word of Radiance. So this is for which? These two?
Those two, and you have to still do the 1d4 minus.
Oh, yeah, because it... Yeah, okay. Right, let me do this one first. So it's the Constitution saving throw. So Constitution saving throw. Well, it's miss anyway, so he takes the full damage. The one directly in front of you, this one, is whimpering now as well.
Okay.
The alpha. What was that? It was Constitution saving throw. 13 also doesn't make it. So he takes 8 damage.
Whoop, whoop.
You
as-
have to waste that spell. Gee.
Well, yeah, no, that was a bit of a waste, isn't it? Because everything's hitting. Drake, your turn.
All right, well, I'll try and hit it again.
Ooh.
24,
Roll me damage.
7 fire damage. Again.
Okay, again, the dog in front of you is whimpering. Not happy. Looking very singed. Flynn.
Right.
That's late. All right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one again here.
Yep. Roll me the Eldritch Blast. It
That
flies
misses.
over the dog this time, so just
That
go
one
straight
hits.
over. And that one hits. 3. Okie dokie. Cliff.
Yep. Once again, Warhammer time.
Makes it, breaks it.
13. Nice. So this one.
Again,
Fine.
doesn't feel like it hit very hard.
+2 from the rage
Yep,
as well.
I know.
Okay. Yes.
Still isn't feeling like it hit very hard.
Okay, then the extra attack we will
Yep.
go for
And yet,
7.
still not feeling like it hit very hard, but the dog kind of whimpers very loud on the hits. You should have killed it by now. You're very aware that you should have killed this because you put a lot of
Yeah.
power into it, but like it's bouncing off the fur. But it's making chips away. You're chipping away at it. It's gonna attack you again, Cliff. It's gonna bite. 19.
Yep.
12, so 6 piercing.
Yep.
The one in front of you, Venra, is going to bite you again. 23 minus 4. 19.
Nice.
Makes it, breaks it. I think, is that right?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
What's
So
that, like
18
AC?
damage. Oh wait, no, sorry, no,
that's the
it's
attack
not. 12 damage. There we go. I
Okay.
was gonna say that sounds a lot.
Yeah, that almost scared me.
The alpha is going to attack you. 15, which wouldn't have hit. Drake, the one in front of you, is going to attack for 21. 11 piercing.
Okay.
Do you need to roll
Oh, yeah.
your... Is it Constitution saving?
19, and the flame's still there.
Yep, flame's still there. Venra, did you take damage? You did. Can you roll me for your concentration spell, please?
Yeah. What do I do with that? Oh, what?
Is it Constitution save?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Boom.
Still keeps it.
Um, Flint?
So
Wait, it's my turn.
Oh. No, because it was just Drake's. Oh, no, yeah, no, it's Venra's turn. Yeah, Venra's turn. Sorry.
Attack. Attack roll.
Hit the wrong
The
button.
damage.
Venra, your turn. I'm losing track.
Constitution saving throws. Minus if you don't make or make.
Constitution saving, sure. So
5 radiant damage to that one. Please.
okay, and the alpha.
Another one to that one. God. Did not need that spell. Just like, I'll
Well,
make it
just in
easier.
case.
So Drake, your turn.
Maybe the spell causes you to have more luck.
Maybe.
Was a 13 hit?
Makes it, breaks it.
13
Ooh.
damage.
Oh, so this one, you slice off its head with the flame blade, and the beast burns.
Drake is leaking blood from doggy-sized teeth holes.
Yes. Maybe need to get your rabies shot.
Yeah, double dose.
Flint, it's your. Actually, Drake, did you want to do anything else? Because you can move and.
I'll limp around a little bit, ready to face off against that one. Maybe, yeah. For
Or
the
a bonus. Do you have bonus healing?
Not really at the minute, no.
Okay, Flint, your turn.
All right. I'm going to up my game a little bit here. We're going to cast Hellish Rebuke on the same guy here.
Okay. So the creature must make a dex saving throw. So we'll do that. 14 makes it. So it takes half as much damage. So 2d5.
Oh shit! I can't cast that, can I? That's a reaction.
Ah, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You have to be
Yeah,
hit
sorry.
first. Okay, sorry.
I was
Never mind.
I was my bad. No, I meant to cast. I got a mistake. I want to cast that one.
Toll the
Which is still
Dead.
would've-
One creature you can
would've
see
been-
within range.
And it's saved.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Makes it. So I think it just makes it, doesn't it?
I think it is. I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cliff, your
It's a
turn.
cantrip.
Yes. I bash at this bloke in front of me again. This dog. Yay!
Miss.
Another one for
Hits.
the extra attack.
Roll damage.
Yay! 11.
Well done. It had 1 HP. It's dead.
Yay! I win!
That's the end of its turn.
Victory.
So Venera, the 2 on you are still attacking you. The first one will bite. 14 doesn't make it. And the second one will bite. 16 doesn't make it. That one's dead, so it's Venera, it's your turn.
Oh, you know. May my lady bless you.
Constitution saving. 4 doesn't make it. So the one in front of you actually collapses down and does not come back up. So that leaves the alpha, who also collapses and doesn't come up. Wow, you killed them all in one turn. That's quite impressive.
We were weakening them as a group.
Yeah.
so.
It was like chip damage coming from all areas. It made sense. They had similar HP.
It is also cool that although Flint and Cliff tried to kill one at the same time, we killed it at the same time as Velma killed 2.
Well, no, I wasn't helping with yours.
Yeah.
I only made one
Yeah.
attack on yours.
Yeah,
Then
but
Then I helped Thelma.
I just realized
Venma.
the stream didn't see any of that. It's fine.
imagine.
I was on the wrong scene. It's fine. This is what it looks like, stream. What I will say though is that is probably where we're gonna finish the session for today. You have all leveled up. Apart from Flint.
Yay! Yahoo!
Flint stays at level 5 on both character sheets. But you all get to level up to level 6.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
And how does leveling up work again? There's this.
Well, you've got a
right?
whole couple of weeks, probably a month, to figure that out. Don't leave it until the last minute. That's all I'm saying. Right.
I'm just
Well
gonna
done.
pop this now to remind us.
Healing.
Does that give 12 health or?
That will heal you for 12, yeah, but we're stopping roleplay now anyway, so we'll do that at the end. We'll do that next time. That was fun. Did you enjoy it? A little bit more haphazard than
did.
usual, I think, for me. Usually I'm a little bit more controlled with what's going on.
I'm excited to level up.
I'm excited to get something to eat.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty much why I'm like, nah, I'm done. Any final words of wisdom, Kath?
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Bonsoir, mon ami. Any final words of wisdom, Discount?
Don't get bit by a dog? I don't know. No, not really.
Any final words of wisdom, Animal?
You only die thrice.
Any final words of wisdom, Jen?
When you're being attacked in D&D by vicious hellhounds, make sure your own personal hound isn't getting into the trash.
Yeah.
Is that what the noise was? Yeah. Okie dokie, guys.
Sometimes do be like that.
Later, nerds. I'll see you guys later. I don't know when the next stream will be. It'll be whenever I can be bothered. I'm not doing the schedule anymore. Bye!